The flower of life is an ancient, sacred geometric pattern that represents the interconnectedness of all life and the blueprint of creation itself. Within this pattern lies the shape of Metatron's cube, a symbol associated with the archangel Metatron, guardian of divine wisdom and the cosmic blueprint. Metatron's cube is derived from the flower of life, encapsulating the geometric laws that govern our universe. It is said to hold the keys to understanding the energy of creation. This sacred connection symbolizes divine wisdom, spiritual awakening, and the blueprint of existence, showing that all of creation is interconnected through these sacred patterns. By understanding these sacred geometries, we align ourselves with the divine flow of creation and consciousness. Today, we delve into a profound symbol in sacred geometry, the fruit of what is the fruit of life. The fruit of life is formed by connecting the centers of a specific set of circles within the flower of life pattern, creating a geometric design of 13 circles. It's regarded as a foundational symbol that reveals the structure of the universe at its most basic level. This pattern represents the seeds of creation, embodying the potential for growth, harmony, and the interconnected web of life. It symbolizes the blueprint from which all life and matter emerge. The fruit of life serves as a gateway to other sacred geometries. From it, we derive the Metatron's cube, which contains all 5 platonic solids, and the tree of life, a map of spiritual development and universal interconnectedness. Throughout history, the fruit of life has been used in meditation, sacred rituals, and architecture to connect with higher consciousness. It reminds us that at the core of existence lies a divine blueprint, an eternal pattern that links us all. By understanding the fruit of life, we gain insight into the interconnectedness of all things, revealing the sacred geometry that underpins the fabric of reality and our place within it. The seed of life is a sacred geometric pattern of 7 overlapping circles, symbolizing the blueprint of creation and the harmony of the universe. Its precise proportions and symmetry are believed to resonate with divine order, embodying the fundamental principles of life and interconnectedness. Sacred geometry involves patterns that reflect the underlying laws of nature and the universe. These shapes are considered sacred because they encode mathematical and geometric principles that govern creation, symbolizing unity, balance, and spiritual harmony. The seed of life forms the core of the larger flower of life, which expands into an intricate web of interconnected shapes representing universal growth and divine design. These patterns vibrate at specific frequencies, often associated with the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras, activating energy centers and fostering harmony within and around us. In essence, sacred geometry, like the seed and flower of life, vibrates with universal energy, serving as a bridge between the physical and spiritual, revealing the divine blueprint behind all of creation. The 6-petal rosette is a timeless symbol that has captivated human consciousness across cultures and eras. At its core, this pattern represents harmony, balance, and the interconnectedness of all life. Each petal, delicate yet significant, mirrors the fundamental principles of sacred geometry, the geometric language that underpins the universe. In sacred geometry, the 6-petal rosette is often associated with the hexagon and the star, symbols of unity and divine order. Its symmetry reflects the harmony found in nature, from honeycombs to snowflakes, highlighting how simple geometric forms give rise to complex beauty. These patterns serve as a visual reminder that the universe is built upon sacred proportions and ratios, which resonate deeply within our consciousness. Connecting this to the flower of life, the 6-petal rosette can be seen as a fragment of this larger, intricate pattern of overlapping circles. The flower of life embodies the blueprint of creation, illustrating how all life is interconnected through sacred geometry. The 6 petals symbolize the 6 days of creation, the 6 directions in space, and the fundamental building blocks of existence. Together, the 6-petal rosette and the flower of life teach us about unity, balance, and the divine order that underlies all of creation. They remind us that by understanding these sacred patterns, we can tap into a deeper awareness of ourselves and the universe, recognizing that at the heart of all complexity lies simple, harmonious design. The egg of life is a profound symbol rooted in sacred geometry, representing the foundational blueprint of creation. It is essentially a three-dimensional form composed of 6 interlocking spheres arranged in a pattern that echoes the flower of life, a well-known geometric figure composed of overlapping circles forming intricate, symmetrical patterns. The egg of life is often viewed as the precursor to the flower of life, embodying the seed of cosmic creation and the blueprint for all life forms. Sacred geometry reveals that these shapes are more than just artistic designs. They encode the fundamental frequencies of the universe. The egg of life resonates on a specific vibrational frequency, believed to be associated with the divine blueprint of life, consciousness, and the universe itself. Some suggest that this frequency is linked to the harmonic resonance of the universe, allowing us to connect with higher states of awareness and cosmic wisdom. In essence, the egg of life symbolizes the potential for growth and transformation, serving as a gateway to understanding the interconnectedness of all existence through the language of sacred geometry and universal frequencies. Its geometric patterns and vibrational resonance remind us of the divine order that underpins everything, inviting us to explore the depths of creation and our place within it. The tree of life is a profound symbol that originates from the flower of life, a geometric pattern composed of multiple evenly spaced, overlapping circles forming a flower-like design. The flower of life represents the fundamental blueprint of creation, embodying the interconnectedness of all living things in the infinite nature of the universe. From this sacred pattern, the tree of life emerges as a symbol of growth, transformation, and spiritual connection. The tree of life is often depicted with roots, trunk, and branches, illustrating the journey of personal and spiritual development. It vibrates on a high frequency of divine energy, resonating with the universal life force, or what many call the cosmic consciousness. This vibrational energy is believed to be the blueprint for creation, influencing the growth of life and consciousness across all levels of existence. Sacred symbolism behind the tree of life includes its representation of interconnectedness, how everything in the universe is linked through a web of energy. The roots symbolize grounding and connection to the earth, while the branches represent expansion, enlightenment, and spiritual ascent. Across various traditions, such as Kabbalah, Norse mythology, and sacred geometry, the tree of life signifies the journey of the soul, the flow of divine energy, and the path toward enlightenment. It reminds us that we are all part of a larger divine design, constantly evolving and expanding through universal harmony. The Merkaba is a powerful sacred geometric symbol that represents the divine light body and the interconnectedness of all existence. At its core, the Merkaba is a three-dimensional star tetrahedron composed of 2 interlocking tetrahedra, symbolizing the union of masculine and feminine energies and the balance between physical and spiritual realms. This sacred geometry is intricately connected to the flower of life, a fundamental pattern composed of evenly spaced, overlapping circles that create a complex, symmetrical design. The flower of life embodies the blueprint of creation and the vibrational structure of the universe, serving as the foundation upon which the Merkaba is built. When meditating with the Merkaba, it is believed to resonate with specific frequencies that align our energetic field with higher states of consciousness. These frequencies are often associated with the Schumann resonance, around 7.83 Hertz, and other harmonic vibrations that facilitate spiritual awakening and divine connection. The Merkaba acts as a cosmic vehicle, enabling the soul to transcend physical limitations and access higher dimensions of reality. The sacred geometry of the Merkaba encodes the principles of sacred space, divine proportion, and universal harmony. Its geometric structure embodies the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio, reflecting the inherent order and beauty of the universe. By understanding and activating the Merkaba, individuals can align their energy fields with these universal patterns, fostering balance, healing, and spiritual evolution. The 64 tetrahedron, also known as the stellated tetrahedron, is a powerful symbol within sacred geometry that deeply connects to the flower of life and the fabric of the universe. The flower of life is a universal pattern composed of overlapping circles that embody the fundamental patterns of creation. When we explore the 64 tetrahedron within this context, we see it as a representation of the interconnected energy fields that make up our universe. The 64 tetrahedron resonates on a specific frequency associated with higher consciousness and spiritual awakening. It exists within the realm of the vibrational spectrum that governs the universe's sacred patterns, often linked to the divine blueprint of creation. This geometric form embodies the balance of masculine and feminine energies, manifesting harmony and unity at a fundamental level. The sacred geometry of the 64 tetrahedron reveals the underlying structure of reality, showing how everything is interconnected through geometric principles. It symbolizes the building blocks of matter, consciousness, and even the universe itself. By understanding its geometry and frequency, we tap into a higher awareness of our place within the cosmos, recognizing that the universe is a harmonious expression of divine mathematical principles. The vector equilibrium, also known as the caboctahedron, is a fascinating shape in sacred geometry that embodies perfect balance and harmony. It features 8 triangular faces and 6 square faces, symbolizing the unity of opposites, such as spirit and matter, male and female, chaos and order. This geometric form is often associated with the concept of a state of equilibrium, where all forces are in perfect harmony. In terms of frequency, the vector equilibrium is believed to resonate at a fundamental vibrational level that underpins the structure of the universe. It serves as a blueprint for energy flow and consciousness, connecting the microcosm with the macrocosm. Many spiritual traditions see it as a bridge to higher dimensions, representing the balance point where physical and spiritual realities converge. As a piece of sacred geometry, it stands for balance, harmony, and the interconnectedness of all things. It reflects the underlying order of the universe, embodying the idea that everything is interconnected through a web of energetic frequencies. The shape inspires us to seek inner harmony and to understand our place within the cosmic order, reminding us that the universe is a symphony of balanced energies working together in perfect unity. Imagine ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Greeks, Indians, and others using simple but powerful geometric patterns to build their temples, pyramids, and sacred symbols. These patterns, like the golden ratio, the flower of life, and mandalas, aren't just pretty shapes. They hold deep spiritual meaning, representing the harmony and order of the universe. People believe that these sacred geometries are like the universe's own sound frequencies or vibrations, ways that everything is connected and resonating together. When ancient builders used these patterns, they were tapping into the underlying energy or consciousness of the cosmos, creating spaces that align with these divine frequencies. Today, we still see this idea alive in art, architecture, and spiritual practices, reminding us that everything in existence is interconnected through these universal patterns. Sacred geometry isn't just about shapes, it's about understanding the deeper spiritual code that connects us all and resonates with the very frequencies that make up reality. Sacred geometry is woven into our daily lives in ways we often don't realize. From the architecture of modern buildings, bridges, and public spaces, designers frequently incorporate proportions based on the golden ratio, creating structures that feel harmonious and pleasing to the eye. Even in art and photography, principles like the rule of thirds and Fibonacci spirals guide composition, subtly influencing what we find beautiful and balanced. Nature itself is a master architect of sacred geometry. Think of the spiral shells, sunflower seeds, and branching trees, all following geometric patterns that optimize growth and efficiency. These natural patterns inspire innovations in technology, from algorithms in computer graphics to architectural designs in nanotechnology. Even in our digital devices, smartphones, screens, logos, sacred proportions are used to enhance aesthetic appeal and functionality. So whether we realize it or not, sacred geometry shapes our environment, influences our perceptions, and connects us to a universal blueprint that has been guiding humanity for thousands of years.